Tu veux ta part?
The amount of inconsistency in this episode was just appalling. And before I get into today's review, I'm going to talk about them. First of, what was that wound on Mimi's mom's face? It looked fake, like that was the fakest wound ever, and it was so glaring. Even on around the last episode scenes where Mimi came to see her mom where she was better or getting better, even the way she was talking, her facial movement showed she was so well. So what was still going on with the red, or is it the pink patches on her face? There was no deep wound. The only place where they tried was on the lip. Guys, come on, we could do better than that. And then the school Mimi's friend who was wearing the short night trousers that you can only, and the boots where you can only wear to the club, because even realistically wearing it during the day, if you don't have a car, you're going to get people talking and people calling you prostitute left, right, center, and they're telling me that was supposed to be cool wearing it to school. That was outrageous. Like, to me, that was totally out of place. That was, guys, please. One of the things I spoke about was the hair. These people carry hair to school. I don't understand why. And the pinky makeup on Nandile's face. Come on, let's leave that one out of the box. Can we talk about the fact that Ghost went to play basketball, and that was the reason why he came late to class? Basketballs are games that are played after school, or even when they're played during school hours. There's a time for it. It's never an excuse why people come late to class. And even schools where it's played like that, you go take a bath, or better still, you change and you're in your school uniform, you come back to class, and students don't hold the ball. It's for the teacher. So what was that crazy, outrageous, unrealistic scene there? To me, that scene was, and the teacher asking about the mom in class, the dad in school, like, how does that concern you? How is that any of your business? Then the inconsistency with, is Nandile doing a diary or she's doing a video? Is she going live on IG, on YouTube, talking about her life? What is she doing with the phone talking about her life? Or is she writing a diary? Because, guys, please, the level of inconsistency on this episode was just too much. I had to just voice it out. This, to me, and some of the inconsistency was one of the worst. Like, it was too evident. The inconsistency was just too much. And nonetheless, let's just get in and talk about Nandile's personality. She does not have a personality. When you watch series, you want to love a character, you want to understand the person's personality. I understand she doesn't fit in, but she still doesn't have a personality. She's lost. She's too lost. She is too, like, each character, when I watch series, each character has a personality, no matter how lost they are, because as human, you always try to fit in. I understand that it seems like Tasia has it all together, but Tasia also will try to fit in eventually, and somehow, even with the music, you're seeing her trying to fit in terms of like goals and all of that. That's still trying to fit in, but give her a personality. She's just like a walking, oh my god, like, girl, get out. She's that kind of a person that the lukewarm is not even the word for her. Her character is just super annoying. One day she's like this, the next day she's like that. It's just the character is not just for me. Let's talk about Mimi. Mimi is also a liar. Lies, try to keep a fake life. And I understand, and I like the fact that she was there for her mom, but the way her parents have grown her up, there, it's just a bit wrong. She's a bully. She's just that kid, that thing that she is, and she's just a lot of like, okay, I just look at her, I'm like, life will calm you down, don't worry, Life will humble you, because what are you, who do you even think you are? The way she spoke to Nandile because she was popular with Fox and the friends who even the character Fox, the way he plays his character, honestly, it's really bad. It's just a bit, it's a bit weird. Even his friends and the whole ideology, they don't have a reason to behave like that. Even if they're in the university, we have seen people who dated in the university, dated who were in secondary school and date people who are in the university. It's never like that. His character is just out of place. I don't know the reason why he had to be behaving like that. And then the lies telling that they went to tell um Mimi, and she was giving attitude. I'm like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. And you're still going to beg her to be sending her messages. Tasia is talking to you and you are lost. Are you in love with her? Is it ghost or her? Because in that scene, it made it sound like she was in love with the girl. It was just her friend. I understand when they say, oh, friendship breakups can be harder than personal breakup, but that scene, like, please, you guys, that character needs to have a personality. It's on. The episodes have gone so far for her not to at least have a personality. It's not because she says no to Shisha that she has a personality. They need to bring out her own personality. Mimi has a personality. Tasia has, a lot of them have a personality, but the character doesn't, and it doesn't make it enjoyable. Yeah, people are different. People find themselves, or everybody is trying to figure out who they are. Tasia is figuring out who she is. Nanzile, Ghost, everybody. As you're growing, it's a constant process of figuring who you are. So putting somebody in a junction of everybody know who they are and they don't, it's a lie. It's just not unrealistic. It's not. Talk about the girl Tasia. Tasia, girl, such a strong girl. I'm not sure I would have been friends with Nanzile again. She has a powerful voice. She's a beauty, gorgeous woman, going to be an amazing musician and just a star, all-rounded star. And she's just good. She's just grounded, and I love how grounded and how honest she can be. It so saddens me that she has to take the role of a parent when she's supposed to be a child. But it's just beautiful to see how outspoken and how honest she could be to her friends. And that is why I'm going to come back and say this. Even as we are seeing her as a person, we are seeing her figuring out herself, because that's her finding out who she is in terms of her family. That's her finding a place where there's no mother, there's no father, and she's supposed to be a parent. She's supposed to be parent her junior sister. She's supposed to be there for her grandma. She's still figuring out herself. She's still figuring out, in terms of just trying to be on her own. In terms of music, she's still figuring out. In terms of school and just everything, so she still hasn't figured out herself. We cannot just say the character Nanjile is like, I don't know. In life, we have people who are hot, people who are cold, people who are classic, people who are ratchet. We have different kind of people. Understandable. But people have personalities, and when you see them, one of the things that either draws you or sends you away from people are their personality. And that's one thing that is very glaring. So this character not having a personality right up to this episode is really, really frustrating. As a viewer, just watching and not seeing her grow as a character. She does not grow as a character. She gets worse. She goes around circles. And one of the intents of series like this is for characters to grow. It might take them long, but let us see how they develop and how it's either it gets worse or it grows. But for the fact that she beats around the bush, it's so hard to just watch. It's this episode now. I was just mad at so many things. I was then when it just kick-started with the mom's Mimi's mom's face, I was like, okay, we're about to get down into this, because how is there a wound without us seeing that it's a wound in 2022 when there are good makeup artists that can do this job? For me, this is, I watched the whole episode because I liked it, but this for me my least favorite episode, honestly.